Hello, dear students, parents, teachers, and all the well-wishers. Welcome back to another video. It is a salute to our farmers, our farming community. It always amazes me whenever I travel through the fields, when our roads are in between the fields, our express highways are adjacent to the farmlands. When I try to look at these fields, it amazes just because the kind of intelligence our big man, our big brothers, our big fathers, I call them like that, the farmers, they show their intelligence and techniques. That's why they are the good old biologists, the good old biotechnologists are our farmers. If you look at the way they sow the seed, the way they put the saplings, they are just equidistant. Acres and acres, hectares of land. And the farming is a wonderful opportunity for human welfare. During this pandemic, we all learned the importance of food and agriculture produce. We may need a doctor, a lawyer, a preacher, and a few of the other professionals once or twice in our lifetime. We don't need them every day. But we need every day, 3 times a day, a farmer. Remember that. The one who knows the time, who knows the season, who knows the soil pretty well. He works one with the nature. He works one with the soil. And he puts all his might, faith, energy in this produce, the fruits, the vegetables, everything in the farmlands. Not only that, animal farming, plant farming. They have all the breeding techniques, plant breeding techniques, animal breeding techniques. I tell you, it makes you one with the nature. Nothing goes against the nature. The rule number 1, when you do things according to the nature, according to the seasons, we never go wrong. Farmer is the only person in the whole of the universe who faithfully sow the seeds during the springtime and faithfully expects the harvest during the autumn. Any other profession, they go a little doubtfully when they try to do the things. But he, without any hesitation, without any doubt, he sow his seed, expecting the fruits at the right time, and never earth cheats him. He puts his belief in the Mother Earth. This farming always amazes me. One great man also has said, it may look mighty easy as long as the plow is your pencil, and when you live thousands and thousands of miles away from the fields, maybe cornfields, maize, or the paddy, rice fields, it looks easy. What is there? They just put the seed and then the plants grow and then harvesting. The one who don't own a farmland or who have not seen the farming in the close vicinity, who has not had this first-hand information with farming, I tell you, there are two spiritual dangers for such people. Two spiritual dangers for some, or most of them, who don't own a farmland or who don't even know what is farming. The first danger is they suppose and they believe, they think that their breakfast is straight from the grocery stores. And the second danger is they feel and they believe the heat comes from the furnaces. They don't know the heat of the nature outside in the sunlight. These two spiritual dangers we can expect, and we can, if anyone says that, you can understand they have zero knowledge of farming and they're ignorant of the farming. Farming, most of these, our IITs, the former IITians, IIM, the students who completed their research in big IITs and IIMs, they're coming back to their roots of the agriculture. They're trying to do great work and helping our big brothers and big people of this farming community. This is our life. Farming gives us the real wealth, the real life, good morals, and ultimate happiness. We cannot cheat on any land. We cannot cheat on any harvesting according to the seasons. Only thing is, if we are little greedy, we want to grow something which does not grow in our area. If you try to do that, it cannot happen every time. Sometimes as a research purpose we can do, but if you really want to grow things, we have to go according to the geographical locations. We have to go according to the seasons. We have to go according to the quality and the kind of soil available in our area. Then the produce is the right. You may think that many of our parents also feel, okay, we are all doing agriculture from quite long, 2-3 generations. But this generation, we want our children to go to schools and colleges and go to bigger places and mighty cities and earn their living. Good, that's a good thought. But I tell you, we cannot do anything away from the agriculture and farming. We can have our profession at the same time. We have to do certain things with regard to farming, and we need to have these farmers in our mind every time. That's why some of the countries have incorporated in the school curriculum to grow the vegetables, to grow the fruits as 1 period, 2 periods per week, where the child has the first-hand information, the first-hand experience of touching the soil, plowing it, putting the seed, growing the plants, and enjoying the harvest. Even our Central Board of Secondary Education also has certain programs of incorporating this agriculture, farming in our school days, in our college days, so the child is exposed to all these, and child know pretty well from seed to fruit, from seed to flower, how much of hard work goes into it. This is very important. That's why agriculture and farming is the best human civilization. It is human civilization. And we grow crops not just for our produce, not just for the cultivation of the crops, but cultivation of the human minds and morals to make the human living perfect. That is the ultimate statement given by great leaders with regard to farming and cultivation of crops. It's a healthy living. Farming and agriculture is healthy living, the most healthy, the most happiest, the most noblest employment on planet Earth. Whatever you do, but a bit of farming in our life makes our life complete. Today, take some moments, a few moments, thinking about all these great souls working from the daybreak, from dawn to dusk, from daybreak to the sunset time, in the fields, working one with the nature, trying to give good food for all of us. We also have a contribution towards it. We also have to uplift these farming communities. And during this pandemic, though many of us work from home, stayed at home, inside in the four walls, there is only one person who came out of his home, who walked to his fields, worked from morning till evening for our food, for our fruits, for our things. And he is only the farmer. We need to give a great tribute and salutes to this noble soul who is working for our good food. I want all my students, my friends and well-wishers to think about this wonderful community called farming community, and we should be a part in it in growing these farmlands. Take care, stay safe, be blessed.